Good.
Avalanche, they've been facing against.
Face off for taking on. Hello everyone, welcome here. Week 6 pregame show. It's the Nixa Eagles taking on the Kickapoo Chiefs in a Thursday night lights matchup as these two teams are going to face off for homecoming. So Nixa wants to get the game out of the way on Thursday so everyone can get to the dance on time on Friday. As Kickapoo also had a Thursday game last week for their homecoming where they defeated the Glendale Falcons at the score of 27-14, and that game kind of looked a little bit of a shocker. You think that Kickapoo would take care of Glendale pretty easily there, but it's going to be an interesting game for sure. I'm Aiden Hopkins alongside my partner Brady Richard. These two teams are great football teams. Kickapoo's record doesn't show that, but they have the ability to beat any opponent on any given day.
Yeah, Kickapoo, they're the first team to shock Webb City. We didn't know. We've talked about that kind of Avalanche they've been facing against. They've kind of fell down here. They got that win last week to get it back. But Kickapoo, they were the first team to shock them. And that showed what kind of power they have and who they are and who they can be.
Last time these two teams met dates all the way back to November 11th, 2013 Class 5 state tournament. The Kickapoo Chiefs knocked off the Nixa Eagles with a score of 45-14 last time they met. And then the year before that, also in the Class 5 state tournament, October 31st, Halloween football game, 2012, Nixa beat Kickapoo Chiefs 37-21. So this rivalry runs deep in every single sport. It's going to be interesting to see how it transfers from the basketball court, like we all know, back to the gridiron.
Yeah, and what I think Nixa needs to do today to keep this win streak rolling is establish that run early. They've done it all season with Dylan Ribera. He's been tearing up defenses all over the COC. His stats, are insane. They're like video game stats, you could say. He has well over 800 yards, double-digit touchdowns already. It's just insane. Yeah, 956 yards, 17 touchdowns. It's insane. And establishing the run like that allows you to open up passes for McKnight. He's been playing good recently, especially that connection with Vincent has grown these past two games with Lebanon and Carthage. But Nixa needs to establish that run early to open up opportunities on offensive.
Adam McKnight, 30 for 40 on the year, 596 yards, 0 interceptions, averaging 20 yards per completion, 10 touchdowns on the air. And he also has 3 on the ground for himself, so 13 total touchdowns for him. His longest pass of the year dates at 50 yards. So he is a really, really great quarterback, 156.3 quarterback rating. The man's just absolutely insane. You also, like you mentioned, you have Dylan Ribera on the ground. The receivers that Adam McKnight has with him is absolutely insane. It's usually Wyatt Vince, 9 receptions, 214 yards. He has 5 touchdowns. Kevon Flint right behind him with 3 touchdowns. He has 228 yards on 13 receptions. So Kevon Flint, stat-wise, reception-wise, is the wide receiver 1, but touchdown-wise, it goes to Wyatt Vincent. Mm-hmm. But you can be – Baron Johnson could also be a wide receiver 1 at any school around the COC. Just this Nixa wide receiver core is so strong and so good, especially with some great players you have off the bench too.
Yeah, and you mentioned it, Baron Johnson. He's just been kind of quiet this season, only 2 receptions, and it seems like he's played every game, but he's just a great blocker as well. You don't mention it a lot, but you see on those screen plays or the run plays where they bounce it outside, great blocks come from Baron Johnson, and maybe they have Randy Flint as well as a Travis Hunter type player you see in college, wide receiver and cornerback. He has a touchdown already in Carthage whenever his brother got hurt. So Nixa has a lot of depth on this offense that is very deadly against teams that they play.
And we also saw in Lebanon that Dylan Ribera can work in the slot too, as we saw that impressive touchdown catch he had against the Yellow Jackets last week over the shoulder, right in the breadbasket. 2 people on him. A beautiful throw from McKnight, but you see even better catch from Ribera. It was pretty much on the helmet too. That's just super impressive to me. But also, Baron Johnson, do not underestimate how good he is at wide receiver, because, man, I'm in PE with him. The catches he makes on the field is actually crazy. One-handed behind the bag, it doesn't matter. He is absolutely great. He has great hands. But yes, like you mentioned, he's used more as a blocking wide receiver than anybody else. Now we're going to talk about some Kickapoo players. We don't have their first names, so now we're just going to call it their last name. But Bartels, I think it's Andrew Bartels, possibly 153 yards, 7 catches, 1 touchdown. He's their leading receiving. And you also have LePerry on the ground, 287 yards, 50 carries, and 1 touchdown. He has 0 fumbles. So good to see that their running game is strong also as well with their passing game too.
Yeah, I'm looking to see a big game from Bartels tonight. He's their leading receiver, like you said. Only 1 touchdown, but he has the most catches and yards on their team, 7 for 153. And it might not seem like a lot, but maybe the style of offense that they run, that's a lot for him. And I think he's going to be one of the key players tonight to watch, along with their quarterback, Eaton, 638 yards, 61% complete rate, and a 7 touchdown to 1 interception ratio, which is very good out of a quarterback. It shows that they're disciplined and they're not stupid throwing passes. They make sure they make the right pass. They don't force anything, and they're just great overall team player.
You're looking at this here is that you look throughout the game is that Kickapoo can do two things. They can pass and they can run. But the thing is, they're just not to the great level like Nixa is when they do it. Like Nixa can run all game and still win, and Nixa can pass all game and still win too. It's a matter of Kickapoo has to use both and take advantage of both when they're winning games, to win games, considering the fact that they are not shining and they can't trust one thing to get them through a game as well.
Yeah, and going off that, like you said, Kickapoo will run the ball well, but Nixa will run it better. They'll pass the ball, but Nixa will pass it better. So this defense from Kickapoo really needs to step it up. Led by DeSylvester with 31 total tackles. He'll be number 40. Look for him. He's going to be a big arc on this Kickapoo defense to try to stop this dominant offense.
Speaking of dominant defenses, we're going to touch on Nixa's absolutely crazy defense. And, man, they got some dogs. Parker Mann, Carter Fangro, Jacob Grimm. You got Randy Flint, and then McCoy Sullivan as the cornerbacks. Ty Kellis, a safety sometimes, who had a great game against Carthage. This Nixa defense has so much depth, and it's just like the offense. You can go on and on and on and just have so many great players. And it sucks for the people that are on the bench for the Nixa defense and offense, because you can go to any school in the COC and be a starter, but you're here in Nixa. But it's also great for John Perry as he can progress these players to where next year and the year after that, and just continue, that Nixa will always be a powerhouse in football throughout the COC when John Perry's at the head helm.
And one of the best things I've seen out of the Nixa defense, I touched on it sometimes, but the leadership role that Parker Mann's taken. 56 total tackles, 3 tackles for loss. He has over 10 tackles a game at 11.2. It's just crazy to see that from a defensive player, the stats-wise, but Spencer Ward last year and all the years he was here, he was that linebacker that kind of led the team. He rallied them when they needed him. He helped them get wins. And Parker Mann has taken that role. He's also forced a lot of fumbles. Some bad calls have happened, so maybe they didn't have the fumble given to them, but he's just been a great leader and had a great role on this team.
And one person I want to talk about is Jacob Grimm, man. He just won the Athlete of the Week for Nixa Athletics, which is very deserved. He's been a JV player for 3 years. Well, freshman year, sophomore, junior year, he played JV, not much varsity last year, but he just came right into the varsity defense this year, and he's just been absolutely lights out. He has 5 total tackles for loss. That leads the team in tackles for losses. He also has 44 total tackles, and he is just an absolute big part of this game, and he was all over the place in Carthage. Carthage was his game to shine. He was hitting all the holes. He was there at every single play. And you also look back to last week on a player that you don't hear us talk about often is Caden Kelly. Caden Kelly against Lebanon, man, that outside pitch that they ran, that was lethal for the Lebanon offense that broke the Nixa defense. But by the end of the game, Caden Kelly has started to get a hold of it. He has 16 total tackles in the year, but man, the thing he pressures so much, it's not going to show on the stat sheet, of course, but the way he pressures the offenses that he faces, it shows for sure.
Yeah, Caden Kelly, we saw they dropped back. Lebanon dropped back the pass, which they weren't able to do a lot that game, but Caden Kelly was the one that made him overthrow a wide open receiver because he got in his face. But one thing this Nixa defense needs to work on, we saw it last week, this run defense, they can't set the edge as well last week against Glendenning. Granted, he is one of the best running backs in the state, but you have to be able to do that against these better teams that they will see later on in the season. And their inside pass rusher run defense was also lacking. They kind of just waited for the running back to come for them and then try to eat up those blocks and get to the running back first. So you want to see an improved defensive line performance from Nixa this week.
I mean, of course, last week Lebanon came into game 1-3, but to me, that was one of the most impressive games I've seen from Nixa as a whole, just because of their ability to overcome adversity. I mean, we looked last week. Lebanon's game plan worked absolutely perfect that first quarter. 10-minute drive on that first drive, and they score, and they give the Nixa the ball back with 1 minute left in the game, which is in the quarter, which is really impressive. And it just showed what you have to do to beat Nixa. But then also, you see Rob Richardson and the defensive coaching staff immediately fix everything that was going wrong, and Nixa just took advantage of the game immediately. That just shows how good the Nixa coaching staff is and how good the players can adjust on the fly and how they are a great football team and have a chance to win a state championship at the highest class level in Class 6 in Missouri.
And another thing with the teams in Kickapoo, Lebanon, they decided to pick the ball first last game, and it worked out for them. They scored first. They ran off the clock. But whenever you have a slow offense like that and Nixa gets the ball first to start the second half, there's kind of not a lot you can do, especially whenever it winds down. So Kickapoo needs to have an efficient offense tonight. They need to convert first downs, and they need to get stops to make sure they get the ball consistently as much as Nixa and capitalize on those opportunities.
We've seen this theme with the game plans of teams that have come into this game, especially Republic Week 1. their game plan was to tire out the Knicks defense. Week 2, you go to Webb City. Their game plan was to tire out the Knicks defense. Week 3, you play Joplin, and Joplin's a pass-heavy team, so that's where you struggle as a team against Nixa, is that if you're just throwing incomplete pass after incomplete pass, the clock's going to stop and Nixa is going to absolutely obliterate you on the scoreboard. So that's why you have to be able to run the ball against Nixa, and especially with a team like Kickapoo, who can't run the ball as good as Nixa, and Nixa's defense sees one of the best running games in the state, if not the best in the state, every day in practice. They know how to stop a run game. So you have to make sure you're scheming and figuring out, like that first drive against Lebanon, like you mentioned, first drives are usually scripted for offenses, and they just ran the ball every single time with Jax Glendenning, and it worked. I mean, they ran down the Knicks defense. They were absolutely gassed by that 2-minute timeout and stuff like that. There was timeouts and injuries and water breaks, so Nixa was forced to beat Tyre that whole time and stay on the field for like what was an 80-yard drive, but took 10 minutes. So that just that shows what you have to do if you want to tire out this Nixa defense.
Yeah, and that's where we need to see the Nixa defense stepped up, like I said earlier. But like you mentioned, the scripted offenses, you can kind of expect what Kickapoo's game plan is going to be this game. You might see it scripted like the run game that Lebanon, Republic, Webb City, all these other teams they've played in Carthage, they've scripted this run and get it established, but no one besides Lebanon once has been able to do it. So we'll see how Kickapoo decides to face Nixa tonight.
Nixa comes into this game averaging 48.6 points per game. Kickapoo comes into this one averaging 20. Nixa's defense averaging 12 points a game, which is absolutely crazy to think about with the teams that they've played. And then you also have Kickapoo, who's averaging to give up 31 points on the defensive side of the ball, and that's where it's going to get them. I mean, defense wins championships. That's the number one thing you can say, is that if you cannot get defensive stops, you will not win games, especially against this Nixa team.
Yeah, and averaging more points allowed than points per game, you kind of wonder how they got those 2 wins, which is kind of what I'm thinking right now. How do you have 2 wins whenever you allow more than you average? But obviously, they're able to overcome adversity with the points, but we're going to see how they play on the road today. 0-2 on the road. They don't play well against hostile environments. Both their wins obviously coming at home. So we'll see how they play against this Nixa environment, how hostile it is.
Now we're going to look at COC picks. First game we're going to look at is going to be Waynesville, 0-5, taking on Glendale, 0-5. And both teams are coming into this game with a chance to get their first win of the season, and it might be their only win of the season, as these two teams are, as it's been pretty obvious throughout the season, the bottom feeders of the SEC. And it's also impressive. I just keep dropping that pin, don't I? It's also impressive to see that Waynesville had a pretty close game with Ozark last week. It came down to the final possession, and I think that Waynesville pulls this one off against the Glendale Falcons with a score of 21-20.
Yeah, and you said SEC, by the way. It's the COC.
Did I?
But yeah,
I'm really bad at that.
Glendale and Waynesville, like you said, they're both kind of the bottom feeders. I think that both their offense hasn't been impressive. They've been shut out sometimes. So I got Glendale winning this one 13-7. I think no offense is going to be able to get rolling. It's just going to be who ends up obviously scoring more points, but it's going to be harder to get those points in this game.
Lebanon 1-4 taking on the 3-2 Ozark Tigers on the road. And man, I said this before the game last week. I said Lebanon is the best one-win team in the state, in my opinion. They are a really good coaching staff, a really good staff in general. They just have a really young team, and they enter the Central Ozark Conference, a conference they haven't seen before, seeing high-caliber teams, and they just have faced some adversity to enter the game. And what I saw in that first quarter with Lebanon was an ability to fight, an ability to scheme, an ability to win football games. And I think Coach Cordell for Ozark Tigers isn't going to be able to handle the Lebanon Yellow Jackets this week. I have Lebanon winning this one with a score of 35-14.
Yeah, Lebanon, they were able to establish that run game against Nixa, but Nixa has such a great defense that they're able to stop it. I don't think Ozark is nearly anywhere close to Nixa's defensive level, and I think Lebanon's going to do the same exact thing, have the same exact script, establish the run of Glendenning, let him go to work, and I think Lebanon's going to pull it off 42-28.
Willard 2-3 at Neosho 4-1. Willard's 2 wins are interesting. I think they're Waynesville and Glendale, 2 teams that are 0-5. So they are not an impressive 2-3 team. And I think Neosho is coming off their first loss season against Webb City last week. Webb City on a bounce back, which I'll talk about next game. And it's going to be a pretty impressive how Neosho's been handling everyone this week. Of course, they faced some adversity last week. I think Neosho is out for trouble, out for blood after losing their first game of the year last week. I think Neosho wins this one 35-7.
Yeah, and we don't usually see Neo-Show this good, but they have surprised us this season. They were 4-0, obviously, like you said, then got the loss to Webb City. I think they're going to bounce back and continue that win of 4 games they had. They're going to get their offense back in check, and they're going to practice hard all week, and they're going to win this game 28-17.
Webb City at Republic. Man, this game could go either way. The only thing that I think is changing this game a little bit to leaning towards Republic's side is it's at Republic. But with that being said, Webb City finally got a good win under their belt. They've started to find themselves as a team. Injured players that came injured at the Nixa game are starting to come back. They're starting to get their mojo back. I think Webb City walks in Republic and picks up an upset with a score of 28-24.
I think Republic has really bounced back since the first week of the season, losing to Nixa in a blowout 49-14 loss. But Republic, they were down at halftime by 3, 24-21 to Joplin last week. Then they bounced back and were able to win by double-digit points. So I think Republic is coming off that high win against Joplin, a very good and competitive team. And Webb City has been on that slide this season. I don't think they're going to be able to compete with Republic. I got Republic winning 35-10.
Two of the best teams in COC West will be facing off next. It's the Joplin Eagles taking on the Carthage Tigers. Joplin 3-2, coming off a loss against Republic, like you mentioned. Carthage coming off a win last week. I'm not sure who, but it's just a matter of Carthage is the better football team. I think that's the most obvious thing. Landon Bland on defense, and you also have those really great offensive players. It's going to be a struggle for Joplin, as considering that they can only pass, and everything that goes on is going to be a struggle. So I think that Joplin at Carthage is going to be a game to watch, but it's not going to be an interesting one in the second half. I think that Carthage will pull away pretty quickly. I have Carthage winning 35-17.
Yeah, and Carthage, they had some struggles with pass defense against Nixa. That's the kind of the game where McKnight broke out and had his touchdowns and his yards. But I think they're going to tighten up against this heavy Joplin team. And like I said with another team earlier, they're not on par with Nixa on how Nixa does it. I don't think Joplin's as good as passing as Nixa is at passing. And I think Carthage is going to be able to shut them down and win 31-24.
And now you have Kickapoo at Nixa. I just don't see this game being close at all, Brady. I think that Nixa has everything it takes to beat Kickapoo and has everything it takes to win the state championship in Class 6 if we get that far later in. They're definitely going to have some tough opponents, but that's a different talk for their time. I think that Nixa is going to be able to handle Kickapoo Chiefs with ease, as it's probably not the story for basketball, as it's never that way in basketball, as those teams always fight there. But the gridiron, Nixa owns the gridiron in the Central Ozark Conference. Kickapoo is going to get a taste of that. I had Nixa beating Kickapoo, score 56-7.
Yeah, I just like you said, I don't think this game is going to be close. Nixa has taken down much better opponents by great values of points, and I think Kickapoo won't be able to hang with them. And I got Nixa winning 63-12 in a blowout.
63 points. That's a lot.
Yeah, I think Nixa's just going to keep pouring it on. They're not going to take their foot off the pedal.
That will be it for us in this pregame show. We did a little bit different here, filming in the booth this week, as it is the time of the game. We're actually about an hour and a half out right now as we're filming this. So you'll see us here about 30 minutes after you guys film this pregame show. Appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys soon.
Michael Bashaw, Houston Bohannon, and Connor Marco. We'd also like to thank the Nixa cheerleaders who are situated on both sides of tonight's fields. They are under the direction of cheer coaches Shelby Veet and Helena Anderson. Now, time for the underclassmen candidates. The first two members of our court are freshmen Ashley Holden and Syrian Upugundari. Ashley Holden is the daughter of Jennifer and Jeremy Courtney. Syrian Upugundari is the son of Madari Mandio and Vija Upugundari. The next two members of our courts are sophomores Reagan Huff and Lyle Fultecki. Reagan Huff is the daughter of Jennifer and Scott Huff. Lyle Fultecki is the son of Christy and Eric Fultecki. The next two members of our court are juniors Lillian Kurtz and Braden Compton. Lillian Kirk is the daughter of Vivian and Spencer Kirk. And Braden, who you will see on the field tonight. Such a great kicker. Braden Kompke is the son of Becky and Chris Kompke. The next two members of our court are juniors Bria Smith and Mason Adair. Bria Smith is the daughter of Bianca and Dwayne Smith. And Mason Adair is the son of Christy and Glenn Adair. Our final members of the homecoming court are senior Queen and King candidates. Our first Queen and King candidates are Ava Gumblefinger and Parker Mann. Ava is the daughter of Lindsay and Joel Gunderfinger. She is involved in National Honor Society, and after graduation she plans to attend college and study biology with hopes of practicing integrative medicine. She would like to shout out to senior boys and girls in the student section. Parker is the son of Kathy and Josh Mann. He is involved in football and baseball. And after graduation, he would like to play college football. He would like to shout out his girlfriend, Ava, and the football team. Ava Gumblefinger and Parker Mann. Our second King and Queen candidates are Ella Holder and Coy Pine. Ella Holder is the daughter of Kent and Terry Holder. She is involved in the Nixa Theater Department in National Honor Society. After graduation, she plans on getting her 4-year college degree and continuing her studies in the medical and engineering field. Coy Pine is the son of Katie and Chad Pine. He is involved in Nixa's Beauty and the Beast production and Lumiere, and also the drama club president. After graduation, he would like to pursue theater at Missouri State University. He would like to shout out to his mom for always being supportive and for his dad for the inspiration while performing. Ladies and gentlemen, Ella Holder and Coy Pine. Our final two Queen and King candidates are Avery Bishop and Max Pyle. Avery is the daughter of Jeremiah and Jackie Bishop. She is involved in DECA, National Honor Society, FCCLA, Cabinet, Student Council, and Varsity Girls Soccer. After graduation, she plans to attend Union University to major in business management and play soccer. She would like to shout out to her parents and friends for being an amazing support system. Max Pyle is the son of Todd and Jody Pyle. He is involved in Nixa Theater and Nixa Choir. After graduation, Max plans to pursue a musical theater degree at Missouri State University. We would like to get a shout out to his parents for the continued support they have given him, his friends for always being there, and God. Ladies and gentlemen, Avery Bishop and Max Pyle. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me give a round of applause for your 2024 Nixa Homecoming Court. Presenting the King and Queen crowns is the 2024 Nixa High School Student Body President, Avon Goodnight. And now, the 2024 Nixa High School Homecoming King is Parker Mann. The 2024 Nixa High School Homecoming Queen is Avery Bishop. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a loud round of applause for your 2024 Nixa High School Homecoming Court, Tonight's ceremonies was presented by the Nixa High School Parent and Student Council. And at this time, we ask that all candidates please clear the field. Photo opportunities with the 2024 port will be available at the front gate. Thank you, kids. You guys look sharp. well, the Crimson Corps Marching Band will be with us a little bit later, performing One Dark Night at halftime. You don't want to miss that. And congratulations to them. And we mentioned this a little bit later, but for winning some contests here recently. Also, at halftime, got a special treat for you, the bowling team. Introduce some of those guys and some of their accomplishments. Ladies and gentlemen, on your feet, help me welcome to the toughest playing field on any given Friday night, the state-ranked, undefeated, undeniably power-packed Nixa Eagles.
takes down the 4th-ranked touchdown Eagles. Class 5 dominate the scene on both sides. Man, this team is special. Nixa goes to 5-0.
To the field, Nixa High School football. Ladies and gentlemen, help me make welcome to the field, Nixa High School football.
Taking on the Kickapoo Chiefs on the football field. Wow, we haven't said that since 2013. The last time these two teams met, it was the Nixa Eagles losing to the Kickapoo Chiefs at home, on the road, that was, and it was in the Class 5 state tournament. They lost 45-14, but this time it may be the other side doing that this time, as Nixa looks to be the team to beat in the Central Conference and maybe in the whole state of Missouri. I'm Aiden Hopkins alongside my partner, Brady Richard. This game will be good between these two teams, as usually is rivalry-wise, but I think it might be a little bit better for the guys in gray today.
Yeah, you mentioned that they haven't played in a while, but they are very fond of each other in basketball. Their rivalry has been set deep. They have bad blood with each other. Last year they played twice. Kickapoo won both times in basketball in heartbreaking defeats. And I'm looking forward to see these two match up on the turf for the first time in 13 years.
There you see Parker Mann, the leader of this Nixa defense, as he looks to continue his absolutely monstrous season, as he has continued to light up every team that's came his way, averaging double-digit tackles in games. And man, he is a great player for that defense. And man, there's just so many great players on both sides of the ball that we see. Hello everyone, welcome in the booth. I'm Aiden House, my partner Brady Richard. It's going to be a great game between these two teams.
Yeah, and what I'm looking for Nixa to do early is establish the run. I said in the pregame show, they open up more opportunities whenever they establish the run with McKnight and the receivers and their three-way attack that they have. So get Dylan Roberto rolling like he has been all season. It'll be a good game for the Eagles.
And now we're going to take a look at the captains for Kickapoo High School. Number 7, Braden DeSleifser. Number 22, Levi Phillips. Number 52, Landon Sponsel, and number 55, Brian Johnson. And for the Nixa Eagles, number 17, Matthew Meisner. Number 15, Brady Reetzone. Number 50, Weston Hepner. And number 7, like I just mentioned, is Parker Mann. This game is going to be interesting with the two teams. Nixa comes into this game averaging 48.6 points, and Kickapoo averaging 20. Nixa allowing an average of 12 points a game, while Kickapoo on the flip side of that is allowing an average of 31 points. This game is going to be good no matter how you could have the best football team and the worst football team on either one of these sides, but it's always going to be close and have a lot of power and a lot of intensity, because like we mentioned, this rivalry runs deep in many sports.
Yeah, and we're going to see who gets the best of it today as we see these captains ready to walk out. But Kickapoo and Nixa, it's one of those rivalries in the COC that just new in the COC, actually. It's Kickapoo was just added, but it's one of those rivalries. They have bad blood for each other. They want to beat each other. This is one of their most important games of the season. Not for the fact that they're matched up skill-wise, but they just want to win the game. And it's just going to be a great matchup. And like you said, lots of intensity and grit we're going to see from both teams.
Head coach of the Kickapoo Chiefs, Nate Thomas, a Nixa High School graduate himself. That's 2 weeks in a row that we have played Nixa High School graduate coaches, and he definitely doesn't want anything more than to beat his former team and his former high school, to send a message through the Central Desert Conference to tell them that we are here to play. But it's going to take a lot to do that and take down the Nixa Eagles, especially on the road, which they are 0-2.
Yeah, and one of those messages was sent at home a couple weeks ago whenever they took down Webb City and got their first win and started the slate of Webb City falling down the hill. And Kickapoo's looking to get their third win of the season and be 3-3. Like we talked about in the pregame show, their points per game scored for them compared to points allowed is an 11-point difference in the favor of points allowed, which you don't want to see from teams in general, and it's rare to see from a team with 2 wins. And they're looking to overcome that deficit and face adversity and beat this Nixa team.
This team is really great at overcoming adversity. The Nixa Wise, that is. Kickapoo, of course, like you mentioned, overcoming adversity against Webb City a couple weeks ago. But like we were talking about in the pregame show, last week, to me, was the most meaningful game to me as a message-wise, as they were facing an offense that was absolutely obliterating their defense at first drive, and then immediately Rob Richardson and that defense made a switch, and they just ended up dominating that game. And it's just really impressive to see how well this Nixa coaching staff is, and how well the players connect, and how well they can take critiques and notes from the coaches and absolutely run with them and do a great job on the field. Now we're going to take a look at just this crowd here. It's a Thursday night reminder, and this Nixa student section is almost full. And Kickapoo has won the toss, and they defer. That means Nixa will get the ball to start the first half, which could be a mistake. And as we talked about that, usually you would want the ball first against Nixa to strike first and set the tone, but now you let the Nixa offense get the ball in their hands.
Yeah, but accepting the ball worked in Lebanon's favor at first, but we saw it kind of steady decline whenever Nixa started pouring on the lead because they got the ball first in the second half. So really, you can think about the analytics or everything all you want, but it really just comes down how your boys play and how much they want to win this game.
Nixa offense will be going towards the south end zone to start the first quarter, and then the Kickapoo Chiefs will be going north. This game should be full of energy and excitement, as the Kickapoo section, fan-wise, is not looking too hot, though. That's the one thing that's going to absolutely annihilate them, is the environment here in Nixa, Missouri. But the kickoff team and hands team will take the field. Kevon Flint back to receive for the Nixa Eagles. To his right is number 20, Cade Shaw, and to his left is Parker Mann, it looks like. Lights are flashing, people are cheering, and people are standing. It's time for Thursday night football. Back to kick for the Kickapoo Chiefs is number 2, Andrew Bartels, who is also their wide receiver. Interested to see if they try a little bit of trickery here, maybe try to get a little onside here to start this one. And this place is shaking. Here's the kick. Parker Mann will take it. Up the middle, holding that ball with 2 hands. He's taken down at the 23-yard line. And Kickapoo has some words for Parker Mann as he returns that, and that sets the tone early.
Number 48 for the Chiefs, Jackson.
First and 10 for the Nixa Eagles, and here comes this dangerous Nixa offense. At the McKnight, Dylan Rivera, Barron Johnson, Kevon Flint, Wyatt Vincent, Lane Meltebarger, Oakley White, Jackson Cantwell, Hayden Mays. The list goes on for the offensive line as well. Meltebarger motions. Snap to McKnight, handoff for Burr. He'll go up the middle. He'll push, and he'll get a first down on the first carry he has today. First down Eagles.
And a great one from Dylan Rivera, and he's one of our impact key players of the game. I'm looking to see a big game from him tonight. He's obviously been playing good all year, and I'm looking to see him have a great game and eat up this Kickapoo defense.
And then my impact player is the man under center, Adam McKnight, quarterback, the sophomore. And then I'm going to look at Max Krupa, the D-end for Kickapoo, to make a difference here. Screen pass to Flint. He can't keep his hands on it, and it will be a third down, actually. So they called that not the first down.
And I mentioned it a bit in the pregame show, but Andrew Bartels, he came out to kick for them at first, and he's their #1 wide receiver. He has pretty good stats this year, touchdown, leading the team in receptions and yards. Looking to see him make a difference tonight. Watch out for him and Krupa as well. On the Kickapoo side, McKnight and Rivera, they're going to be their key players.
That screen pass is kind of a hard throw to make for a quarterback. The short ones are kind of always the hardest, as that's going to be on Kickapoo, I believe. That should be on Kickapoo, is a thing. Is that Nixa offensive line never got set. No, they're going to give it to Nixa. And Perry's going to have some words here.
Dead ball, false start on the offense, still Pregame.
So I know that play's been in the playbook for a little bit now. And Perry's trying to get some words in.
We saw that same flag a couple of weeks ago, called on them. We thought the O-line just maybe, they called it early because they weren't set, but that's just a play they've been trying to run that they can't execute.
So now it'll be 3rd and 6. Empty set for McKnight. Steps back, keeps it himself going left. Taken down from behind, and it'll be a 4th down for the Nixa Eagles.
And that's a great momentum swing for the Kickapoo Chiefs. McKnight, I don't know if it was a design QB run. It looked like it. He didn't have anyone open down there, and he was trying to rush, but great hustle from the defensive line to track him down and bring him down. And now Kickapoo made the right decision, it seems like, deferring the ball as they get the ball now, stopping Nixa.
The Nixa punt team will go out, but I will never count out anything with this Nixa punt team, as they can try some trickery for sure. And timeout for Kickapoo, and now they get a look. Wait, what? You can't blow a whistle dead for a substitution, can you?
I think he used one of their timeouts on the substitute.
No.
Or Nixa subbed, and they didn't get their sub back.
So they are not running punt coverage here, so now they're going to be forced to snap it to Parker Mann. He gets the first down. Ball came out, though. Who got it? The Chiefs did. Parker Mann got it poked out, and now the defense will have to get it back for Nixa. He had the first, and it came out.
And if it already wasn't enough of a big stop for Kickapoo to get them on 3rd down right there, Parker Mann lowers the shoulder like he's usually playing safety, but he gets the ball hit out that time. And Kickapoo has a huge momentum swing now. And questionable call, I think. After you see them in punt defense or normal defense, why not just punt it right there and pin them back deep? But
pitch outside to the right. A little bit of trick play here. They're going to go deep. Did he catch it? He did! But he was out of bounds. 2nd and 10 for the Kickapoo Chiefs.
And I think McCoy Sullivan got a little lucky there. He had him covered. He just didn't seem to make a play on the ball. Maybe he knew he was out of bounds.
Oh, he's way out. Not even close. Woo.
Yeah, it seems more, McCoy Sullivan, he's pointing out of bounds. It looked a bit confusing because he didn't even try to make a play on the ball.
What they call it? Sportsmanlike conduct or something? Maybe. And on that forced fumble was Levi Phillips, the senior. And now trips out left for the Kickapoo Chiefs as it's 2nd and 25. Fakes the handoff. check down. Big hit there. They'll get about 4. And it'll be 3rd and 21. And this is why Perry takes those risks with the fake punt and all that. It's a matter that he trusts his defense so much. 3rd down at 21.
I like that play call from the Chiefs there, though. 2nd and long, just they found the hole in the zone there and wanted to get a bit of a chunk play to break in farther into their long deficit they had on yards to go, but not a lot to pick up there.
Bad throw there, and now they're going to be forced to punt. It'll be 4th and 21.
And that play just, maybe on 3rd and 21, I don't know about the play call there, about the 10-yard out, right? Maybe you want to go for the 1st down, but it seemed that play had no chance from the beginning as you start rolling out right immediately.
So next, the defense makes up for the mistake, and now here's the punt. Oh, almost blocked. They're going to let this one roll, as they had a little bit of mistake last week at Lebanon where it hit the back of someone on Nix's receiving team, and Lebanon jumped on it. But now they're going to have to work with 94 yards to be able to score here. So after that, whatever first drive you want to call it, that first drive for Nick's offense, they're going to get a chance here to get on the board first. Pistol formation for the Eagles. Motion Johnson. Handoff for Burrow. He'll hit right. He brought down after a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. And on the tackle will be number 36, Justin Harris.
Great play by Justin Harris to move through that heavy offensive line that they have, averaging 6'4", 280 pounds, just went right through them and chased them down for the tackle. Great play.
Motion Flint. He'll get a jet sweep, what Brady Rich has been wanting all year, and he's got room. 1 man to beat. 40, 30, nobody's gonna catch him. Touchdown, Eagles.
And every week I've been saying I want them to run a jet sweep with Kevon Flint. We see it on the kickoffs. You see it on his deep touchdowns. He has the speed to run it. And right there, they run the jet sweep, and it scores a touchdown. Kevon Flint, he came around. He kind of waited for the hole to open up. Great burst and acceleration through the hole, and he was able to score a touchdown. Easy for the Eagles.
And now this is where the Knicks offense gets to shine. The momentum is filling on that Nixa sideline. It's dead silence across the way for Kickapoo. Snap, hold, and kick for the extra point. It's good. 7-0, Nixa leads. Nixa leads 7-0 for that beautiful play from Kevon Flynn, that Nixa offense. The question is, does that count? It was a pass, technically.
That's a pass.
So McKnight will get the credit for that.
It was a touch pass. He came across in front of him, and he snapped the ball and just gave it to him.
And look at that Nixa crowd and these beautiful new red lights that shine over the crowd all game. The score is 7-0. Jonah Fields back to kick, and the Kickapoo hands team will get a chance for the first time today. Deep kick, down at the 5. Doesn't have nowhere to go, but breaks at tackle, and he's hit by Parker Mann. Parker Man with the help. Number 22, Jack Saddles. And now the Nixa defense will come back on the field.
Hey, don't forget, after the game, thank you to United Plumbing Fireworks. You do not want to miss that. Lights on.
First and 10 for Kickapoo. Rolls out right. Keeps it. He'll get the first, but he's hit hard. Helmet flies off. That's rivalry football right there.
Ginormous hit by Parker, man. Quarterback was looking like Parker Man's limping, hoping he's okay, but quarterback Ben Johnson was being dragged along by defensive line and McCoy Sullivan. We got it wrong. McCoy Sullivan that was flying in.
Oh, yeah, and then McCoy hit Parker's knee from behind. Could have been scary. Oh, if we didn't get to finish the replay. So first and 10 now for Kickapoo. I thought that was Parker Man. Great hit by McCoy Sullivan.
So used to Parker Man making those plays.
Handoff left side. Carter Fangra. But he'll get another big hit by the Nixa defense. I couldn't tell who that was. That was Randy Flint.
Another great hit by Randy Flint. He had some words for him after to show him that he means business. He's here to play. Bouncing outside. Defense swarmed right over to it. That's just textbook defense from Nixa to stop the edge, stop Lipari, and that's what we talked about pregame show. Nixa needs to set the edge better, and they see it right there, and they do it well.
Screen pass, and that didn't work at all. And Randy Flint's talking today. He's very vocal down there.
Yeah, but why that didn't work, Ty Kellis and Randy Flint worked those wide receivers before the ball could even get over there. They were pressing them behind the line. They had no chance to even get a shot at the ball to catch it because they were behind the line of scrimmage, maybe 5 yards. They couldn't even react to it. And the pass was meant for him to move forward in momentum, but nothing you can do whenever Randy Flint's pressing you back so far.
Snap handoff. Right side. He's got a hole. Holding should be called, though, and he's not. And there's the flag. And I think it might be on the Nixa bench, actually. If it's not the hold. But there's definitely some holding there. If you watch this cornerback here, he let go. Now let's see what the call was.
Sideline warning on Nixa.
Nixa gets a sideline warning as they are upset with what just happened.
So holding or not, that was a great run by Lipari on the right side.
Right side. He'll get about 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
Good block by the Kickapoo O-line. Put one of the Nixa defensive linemen in the ground. Couldn't quite see who it was, but it looked like a stiff arm from Worthy. But great block from the right guard. Just put him right in the ground, allowed him to get it outside.
Handoff right side, and the offensive line collapses, and it'll be 3rd and 8. You just see that Nixa D-line buoys their way through. That was Jacob Grimm there, and he got tripped up by Kickapoo offensive lineman. Wow, what a tackle by Ty Kellis. So 3rd and 8 for the Kickapoo Chiefs in the Eagles territory. Snap. Handoff right side. He'll get nothing once again. This Nixa defense, man, they are hitting hard today.
Yeah, and likewise with the other teams Nixa has played, Kickapoo is trying to establish this run, specifically on the right side. They must have like their matchup they have over there with their tackles and guards, but Nixa has been all over it. They've been swarming to the right side, the edge, and they've been setting the edge like we said we need to, and that's what's stopping this Kickapoo offense right now.
So 4th and 9 here for the Kickapoo Chiefs. Anxious to see what they do as they are on the Nixa Eagles 32-yard line. They've had one play, actually 2 plays that have gotten the first down from more than 5 yards out. It was both big runs, one by the quarterback and one by running back. As he steps back to pass, has nobody, pocket collapses. He's going to go down his feet. He'll stay there. Ooh, big hit. First down, Nixa Eagles, turnover on downs. Man, you can just tell from the wildest rivalries going on the field, man. They are hitting hard, talking all the crap they can. And it's going to be a good one as we're only here in the first quarter.
And Adam Jedlicka and Caden Kelly, they were great hustle by the big boys up front to chase him down and get the quarterback, or else he might have been due for more yards.
2 receivers out left. That's Flint and Barron Johnson, and then you have Wyatt Vincent closest to you on the 30-yard line. Nick Knight back under center and Dylan Ribeiro right behind him in a pistol formation. Here's the snap. Handoff for Burr up the middle. He's going to cut right. Lays down the shoulder, almost gets the ball stripped, but he keeps it in his hand. He'll be down at the 46-yard line. Great ball security from the senior running back.
Yeah, I was a bit scared whenever he switched arms mid-play, but great blocking from the wide receiver Wyatt Vincent over there on the cornerback, Levi Phillips, the senior. That allowed that run to happen and able to get outside.
1st and 10. McKnight will hand it off to Ribeiro once again. He has a big hole, opens up the middle, breaks one tackle, breaks another. He's back going right. He'll be down on the Kickapoo Chiefs 46-yard line. As we saw Parker Mann show a little bit of pain that last drive, he went to the athletic table, got his ankle taped up, and he's ready to go for the next drive. But now his next office has to go to work, and hopefully.
And Dylan Ribeiro has many qualities: his vision, his speed, his change of direction. But
McKnight steps back to pass, has all day. He's going to try to hit Flynn on the deep ball. Good coverage there, incomplete. 3rd and 1, and that's probably the best coverage we've seen in a deep ball for the Eagles all year. They're calling for flag, but me personally, I think that was definitely just great coverage there.
yeah, usually Flint uses his speed to get wide open down the field, but like you say, great coverage by the safety overhead to knock that ball loose.
Great coverage by the referee there too, apparently. He was right in the action. 3rd and 1. They'll do what they do best and run the ball. He'll get the first. He'll spin out of a tackle, and he gets tackled by his own teammate there pretty much. He'll be down at the 42-yard line, and that'll reset the downs.
Back to what I was saying before I cut out. Ribeiro has many traits, but my favorite one that he has is really just his mindset and the grit he shows on the field. He bounces off tackles. He's not willing to go down. He does whatever he can to get that extra yard, and that's what you love to see out of a running back.
7-0 to score here, 4 remaining in the first quarter. Ribeiro will take the handoff again, runs a little counter there as he was going to go right, decided to go left, and he doesn't get much. He got a good amount there. I didn't realize how far he went. He got 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And you average 10 yards per carry, 5 doesn't seem as well.
McKnight takes the snap, hands it off for Burr again. He gets wrapped up but fights him off. He'll get 4 there. It'll be 3rd and 1.
And Kickapoo I mentioned it a second ago, his average 10 yards per carry obviously is crazy, but Kickapoo's been holding him down from that. Right there, a shorter gain, only 4 or 5 yards usually. Kickapoo's doing so well so far, stopping Rivera.
First down for the Eagles. Jackson Cantwell just bullying everyone that comes across his way.
And then, as I say, they're doing a good job stopping Rivera. Rivera proves me wrong. There's a great hole opened by Jackson Cantwell and 59 Jacob Lyle. They opened it up straight for him where he could run through the middle.
First and 10 for the Eagles. Flint will motion. He'll stop right in the slot. Handoff for Burr up the middle. He'll get 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tackles number 36, Justin Harris. Second and 6. As time continues to wind down in this first quarter. We're about to hit the 2-minute mark. Snap McKnight, handoff for Burr again. He'll get 5 there. It'll be 3rd and 1. And Brian Johnson will get the tackle. So it'll be 3rd and 1 here. Another 3rd down the Nixa Eagles have faced. And if Kickapoo wants to win this football game, they have got to stop Nixa on 3rd down.
And it's something Nixa couldn't do. I think it was week 1 with Republic. They could not stop them on 1st downs. And Kickapoo's under that trick right now. They get them there, but they just can't stop them. Got to be more disciplined.
Handoff for Burra, but actually McKnight kept it. Fooled us all. It took the whole Chiefs defense to get him down. He'll be down on the 7-yard line. And Nixa will get the first down. He had everyone fooled.
Rivera, especially on 3rd and 1, brings so much attention because it's almost a guaranteed first down, but McKnight keeps it there, spins out right, and he gets a great first down, and now they're in scoring territory.
Motion for Meltebar. Snap. Handoff for Burr up the middle. Did he get in? No, short. Down at the 1. And somebody's down for the next line. Slow to get up. But they get up quickly. It was Hunter Jensen. Got to see him on his feet. It'll be 2nd and 1. At the 1-yard line. Clock winding down for the first quarter. Touchdown, Eagles! Dylan Rivera. And man, this will never get old. Red and white. Lights flash with the fireworks going. And Dylan Rivera adds on to his monstrous year so far. 13-0 is the score. Nixa leads.
And Rivera practically walked in. He broke a tackle. There was one player on him. He broke it. And the O-line did the rest. Nixa now up 13-0, and not a great start from the Kickapoo defense, especially this defensive front.
Here's Kemke, back to kick the extra point. He'll put it through, and he'll make it 14-0. You're going to hear from our silent reporter, DK Nelson.
It's your Eagles. Kickapoo, 0.
Okay, Nelson reporting live from Nixa Stadium. The Eagles are up 14-0 early, and I think it's safe to say these fans are excited for their homecoming football game after 2 straight away games. Thank you, and back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, DK Nelson on the sideline. Nixa leads 14-0 as we're nearing the end of this first quarter. As you can get a look at this Dylan Rivera touchdown once again. That ball security amazing. And man, he just walks in there and 4 looks at defeat for Kickapoo there. Look at that beautiful drone there, brought to you by Dustin Martin. He's a technology guy, gets him all the film and stuff from the Nixa football team. He's been gracious enough to give us a look at the Nixa football drone and connect it to our live system so we can get a look at it. This is, once again, this reminder, this is Thursday night. It feels like Friday, but it's not. Here's the kickoff down about the 12. He'll hit right. He has a hole. Man, he laid out somebody on the way there. Going to be first down for Kickapoo Chiefs. They got some pretty good starting field position.
Like you said, he laid somebody out. I couldn't tell who it was either, but running down just threw his arm out at him.
You still can't see a number. Looks out right, trying to pass, going deep. Oh no! Picked off by Parker, man! That was a mistake! Right into triple coverage, and Parker Mann picks it off. That is just a horrible mistake you cannot make at the quarterback position.
Yeah, I don't really know what Ben Johnson was looking for there. It was a 1-on-3. Parker Mann was the over-top safety, and they had two other guys on him. We said McKnight doesn't force passes, and I said Ben Johnson doesn't force passes pregame, but good based off his completion percentage. But right there, I think that pass is forced, looking to make a big play, not really reading the defense. Parker Mann was all over that.
Man, that's a big mistake that you cannot make, man. I know you want to throw a deep ball. I mean, that's what every quarterback wants to do. But when you see your man Carter in triple coverage in one of the best defenses in Missouri, I would not throw that ball there.
No, it's just not a smart play to make, especially trying to score with the clock winding down in the first quarter.
Pistol formation for the Eagles. He fakes the handoff, throws it back to reverse for Kevon Flint. He'll get 13. He'll be down 32.
That's the second reverse jet sweep type of play we see from Flint this game, and it's been working.
And the clock will wind down to end the first quarter. I'm ready for a McKnight deep shot again after we've gotten one, but it was broken up there. I think he probably wants redemption. We're going to step aside. Here's a word from our platinum sponsor, Air Services All Service.
Don't fumble when it comes to your home's comfort. Our air services team is on the ball with all your HVAC, plumbing, and electrical needs. We offer fast, same-day service, top-quality products. Get in touch with us today and score your peace of mind.
Don't get nervous. Call Air Services today.
Air Services is ready to install your ultimate game day upgrade. Make your home the MVP of your neighborhood with gemstone lights. Create custom patterns, animations, and colors. Get gemstone lights today and take your outdoor lighting game to the next level.
Don't get nervous. Call Air Services today.
Welcome back here. Start of the second quarter. It's been on Nixa all game thus far as they lead 14-0. The offense takes the field again from Nixa after a beautiful interception from Parker Mann and then a first down carry for Kevon Flint. Kevon Flint has more rushing yards than Dylan Rivera. Another deep ball opportunity. Barrett Johnson will take it. He'll be down at the 19. Points the first down, and we talked about how he's been pretty quiet so far. And please tell me we got that.
It's a great throw over the middle from McKnight. It was a laser right into Baron Johnson's breadbasket, and he took it for a little bit extra rack.
Wow.
But like you said, we don't mention Baron Johnson's name. He's kind of a role player that, is a better blocker, but right there, great play and a big play for the Eagles.
Rivera will get a hole, and he'll hit right side. Nothing. It's coming back. I saw it. It's going to be on Kevon Flint there. So it'll come back. Touchdown right now, but it will definitely be coming back for an illegal block in the back. I thought they weren't going to call it, but they ended up doing it.
Yeah, just can't do that. Just shoves him in the back while he's not even looking. It's an easy call for the refs. This one will be brought back.
Kevon Flint trying to state his case to the referee there. And this is what has killed Nixa all year. Is the only person that could beat themselves so far this year has been themselves with penalties and everything. So now we just wasted fireworks on that. Snap. McKnight will try to get another passing touchdown for the year. He'll keep it. He'll head right. On the run, still behind the line of scrimmage, so he can't pass if he wants to. He'll put the shoulder down. He'll get it 4, and it'll be second. And actually got like 6 there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was great improvising skills from McKnight. He goes out front and looking to run. Still keeps his eyes downfield, looking for anyone, and finally decides to rush. But a great job from McKnight to keep his eyes downfield and look for anyone open.
Motion for Meltebarger here. Here's a snap to McKnight. Hand off to Rivera up the middle, and he'll try to get another one, and that one will count. Touchdown, Eagles. He can do it with the flag or without a flag. He will continue to get in that red turf. 20-0 is the score. Nixa leads.
And nothing special there from the Eagles, just a run up the gut, and Rivera just uses speed like he always does. And just it was too easy for him. You say it all the time, it's just too easy, and right there, that's the recipe for success for Nixa. Give it to Rivera and let him eat. And there he gets another touchdown.
There's a snap. Here's the kick from Kimke, and we'll make the score 21-0. Man, domination throughout this game is exactly what we expected, but there's still so much that this Nixa team is going to continue to clean up. That's what Perry and Richardson say after every game, is that we won, but there's still so much to clean. But hey, game isn't over yet. Chiefs still have a chance. I will not count out this Kickapoo Chiefs team ever in any sport when facing Nixa, because the rivalry can feed a team so much and help them come back. But right now, it looks to be pointing towards Nixa. Here's a look at that beautiful Nixa Field, Eagle Stadium. It's a beautiful drone, like you were saying, Brady.
And Kickapoo, they started off hot. They just gave up that turnover on downs, the interception, another turnover on downs. It killed them. It slowed their momentum down. And Nixa obviously had that jet touch pass to Kevon Flint for 90 yards. Rivera's gotten twice. They've just captured the momentum back in. This game is a game of turnovers. That's simple as that. Whoever has less turnovers more than likely wins. You literally see it. That's this recipe for success in football, and Kickapoo losing the turnover battle is just killing them right now.
100% now with this break. We're going to take a time to throw up a QR code. Scan it if you'd like to support Nixa Live in any way. You can donate products we want. You can donate money, any amount of money. It can help us. This is also a chance for you as a business owner. If you'd like to sponsor us, we can get you some commercials, anything you like. We should have a graphic for it come up soon. Maybe. We'll get there. Okay, we'll talk about it later then, I guess. 21-0 is the score. Nixa defense to take the field again. Motion. Kickapoo as they flip the play. Hand off right side this time. Hole opens up. And, man, the ball almost got jarred out there, but he holds on, and it'll be a pretty good game for the Chiefs. There's that QR code to talk about. Scan that if you want to give up any money, donate any item that's on our Amazon wish list. It will help us improve your viewing ship at home, and we would love to help you guys improve it at home as well. If you want to be a business, you can sponsor us. Anything you want to do, as you guys have done really great throughout the season, giving us loads amount of money. If you gave us batteries, we're already using those right now. SD cards, we use this for the pregame show, and we really appreciate it. 2nd and 1 for the Kickapoo Chiefs. Handoff up the middle. He'll get the first. Ball came out, though. And they're going to say he's down, which is the story of the Knicks' defense all year. Is they're really good at forcing fumbles after someone's down, apparently, due to the mission officiating. And we're going to see how. I think he was down, though. I think that was the right call.
Yes.
Can't see from that angle, but yeah, I definitely think he was down. There's a look at the Nixa Live truck. 1st and 10 for the Kickapoo Chiefs after that run. Here's another look at that from a different angle. Yeah. Blown play there by the Chiefs as the running back thought he was blocking, but he went to give the handoff and quarterback had to keep it. So they lose a little bit there. It'll be 2nd and 11.
You see it on the replay. Quarterback
And he broke away from
Ben
that.
Johnson just kind of handed it off to nobody. Running back went to his left side. He was looking for him on his right, and Nixa was all over the busted play. But it's little mistakes like that that'll kill you in these games, especially against better teams. You got to be perfect in every aspect of the game, and Nick Kickapoo is not doing that right now.
Screen pass to the left. Nick's defense is ready for it. That'd be 3rd and 8. Somebody's helmet fell off. It's Parker Mann's.
Tevin Christian.
Oh, no, it was Randy's.
Tevin Christian was out left trying to throw a stiff arm to get the defense off of him, but he just could not move any of them. They just stood their ground, and the reinforcements came in and drove them out of bounds. And now Nixa's got Kickapoo in another favorable situation for Nixa.
Randy Flynn has to come off for a play, so it'll be 3rd and 7 in Chief territory. In and out of the hands of wide receiver Jamil Worthy. And now it'll be 4th and 7. That was a great pass there. Just couldn't hold on to it. And Butterfinger's chance from the Knicks Dirty Birds, and now the Kickapoo Chief punt team will have to be forced to come out. And Kickapoo does get the ball at half, though.
And that's one of the smallest mistakes I was talking about. You just have to hold on to the ball right there. I mean, that's a 1st down for them, and it'll give them momentum. But just silly mistakes like that, it's a drop, and has been Kickapoo punting again.
Faked it. Overthrew him, though, and now Nixa will get the ball in Chief territory. I love the play call, but if you're going to do it, execute it right. And overthrow there. And now Nixa will get amazing field position to start this off.
Yeah, fake punts rarely used in playbooks, but right there, 22, Levi Phillips, the senior, was open, 6'4", so not hard to miss him. But right there, just an overthrow. He almost got his hands on the ball, Odell style, but couldn't hold it in.
Flint will get the jet sweep again. And he's got room once more. Jukes a couple more defenders, and he takes a big hit there at the 9-yard line, but it's still a 1st down.
Number 1, Kevon Flint will be enough for an Air Services Eagles. 1st down.
And on that play, great block from Wyatt Vincent on the right side. He pushed the defensive back out of bounds, which Kevon Flint was already being stopped to see him being slowed down on the edge, but he broke away, and Vincent had a great block to allow him to get those extra yards.
Rivera up the middle. Be down at the 4-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal for the Eagles as they look to punch in their 4th unanswered touchdown of the day. Hopefully, right now.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line for the Eagles.
Touchdown, Eagles. Dylan Rivera continues to dominate, and so does the Nixa Eagles offense. 27-0, Nixa leads.
And Rivera already finding the end zone for the third time today. Just 1 yard shy of 100 yards. It's got 99, but great blocking from Nixa. Once again, every single play, every touchdown he scores, it's great blocking, and Rivera just sees the hole easy, scores another touchdown.
The snap and hold and kick will be good. 28-0 is the score. The Chiefs offense has got to get something going here, because there's still so much time, and Nixa can definitely get the ball back here and extend the lead even more if they get a stop.
Yes, but one thing Kickapoo does have going for them, they deferred that ball. They didn't want it first, and it worked out in their favor. They got the ball back but didn't do anything with it. So hopefully they come into this. They can get a score right here. That'll be huge for them. And then they go into the second half, get another score. It's just those momentum swings that you need to develop as a team and build upon that can help them out and bring them back into this game.
28-0. And man, this is just a slaughter. But I think that's pretty much what we expected, though, as you guessed, what, 63-7?
63-12.
Oh, yeah, and I guessed 59-7. No.
56.
No. Yeah, 56-7. You're right. Bobbles it and breaks a tackle, but he's wrapped up immediately, and there's a flag, and I don't know who it will be on, but I think it might be on the Chiefs. Yep, and it'll be on number 29 for the Kickapoo Chiefs, Eli Wilson. Illegal block at the back, and that will push the Kickapoo Chiefs back even more.
Welcome back. On the return team, half the distance to the goal, first down. That'll be first and 10 for the Kickapoo Chiefs.
And you brought it up earlier. Nixa, all they're doing is beating themselves. That's the only way they'll lose. They'll beat themselves. And Kickapoo, while Nixa is beating them, of course, obviously on every aspect of football right now, they have just been beating themselves up. I mean, miscommunications on plays, the interception, the turnovers, and then right there a flag. They just can't seem to get anything going.
There seems to be a little bit of confusion here. And here we go. Hopefully, first and 10 for the Chiefs on their own 6-yard line. So I think we should expect a pass here.
Natty Gibson warming up near the Nixa sideline with McKnight.
QB keeper to the right side.
Quarterback keeper number 13, Ben Johnson.
And he'll get 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. And just that whole right side of the offensive line just immediately pulls right.
And I think one thing that's missing in this Kickapoo offense is the diversity of the runs and just plays in general. I mean, every single run it seems like it's a run to the right edge, and Nixa just on it every single time. There it is again, just a run to the right edge, and Nixa knows exactly what's coming. In the diversity that we said Nixa has, they establish the run that allows the pass to happen. Kickapoo just maybe doesn't have the talent, or it's just not working for them right now to have different diversity of how you want to run your offense.
So 3rd and 5. For Nixa. Excuse me, for Kickapoo. Bad snap, and it's in the end zone now. Touchdown, Eagles. What? That's, no, apparently not.
Yep, touchdown.
No touchdown. First and goal, though, so.
The far sideline judge had his arms up like a touchdown. Looks like they'll be just an inch short. But bad snap from the Eagles, and Ben Johnson refused to dive on the ball there. In the end zone, actually, couldn't dive on the ball.
Safety. But now you'd rather take a safety than, I mean, I guess not. I don't know. But now Dylan Roberto's probably going to get his easiest rushing touchdown of his life. McKnight will go up under center, and he'll QB sneak it for a touchdown. Tush, push. Touchdown, Eagles.
Like you said, they could just, easiest touchdown for a Bird's Life. Really, anyone, just put them under center and just have them dive forward. They were so close. There's McKnight. And the Eagles keep pouring it on. Kickapoo, these mistakes are fueling the Eagles.
Need a flag, though. What? I don't know what's going on.
Dead ball, delay game.
Delay game on Nixa.
5-yard penalty, still untimed ground.
I don't know what happened. Did they? I don't think they took too long to get it on the field, did they?
Kick for the Eagles, number 49.
So now, Kemke will come in, have a little bit of a deeper extra point. This one will be 25 yards. It's a snap. The kick is not going to be good. And it'll be 34-0.
Looked like a squib kick coming off his leg. Just didn't get enough height on it to go through.
So 34-0 is the score here after that makes extra point. And man, this game has just got out of hand quickly.
And Nixa got up 5 scores only in the first half, and it doesn't look like they're stopping anytime soon.
Good return there. Flag comes in, and what a throw from the ref there. It was a dime. I don't know what the flag will be though. Just a question. It'll be on Kickapoo, holding on Kickapoo. Man, they're just shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, like I mentioned, those mistakes are adding up now, obviously shown by the scoreboard. Kickapoo's just gotten themselves out of this game, and where it looks like they can't recover.
So next defense take the field once again. Oh, through the hands of the receiver.
That's number 13, Ben Johnson. Intended for number 5 for the Chiefs, Jason Hill, incomplete.
Another Butterfingers chance goes is just like Joplin all over again.
21.
They're having good balls, just going right through the hands. And they're lucky Parker Mann was not a little farther back when Parker was ready for him to catch that. It was kind of a hospital ball, too, either way.
Yeah, threw it right for the chance to the defender to get lit up.
Handoff right side, big hole opens up, and he's got open field. He's wrapped up by Carter Fangro from behind, and this Kickapoo offensive line is actually kind of going to work now.
And yeah, one bright spot for Kickapoo this game has been Lapari. He's breaking off 2 runs, that one for 19 yards and one for 35 yards. He's up to 65 in the game on only 6 carries. This offensive line's been eating, and he's been going to work. Lapari has been one of the bright spots for Kickapoo this game.
1st and 10.
Get those before the game and during the game. Your official Eagle gear.
So we're going to have a timeout here by the Kickapoo Chiefs with 5:47 left in the 2nd quarter. We're going to go down to our silent reporter, Zoe Ward.
I'm Zoe Ward here on the Nixa Eagle Fields. This is the first jamboree with our non-jamboree with Kickapoo and Nixa since 2013. The Eagles are doing amazing. And back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, Zoe, for that, for rotating silent reporters today. Give different people chances. So 5:47 here in the 2nd quarter. Left side. Oh my goodness! Parker Mann lays down the shoulder. Wow.
I'm speechless. That was a Parker Mann's been out for blood this whole game. Another ginormous hit. Pounding his chest after.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's disgusting. Just leaves him on the ground.
Kickapoo bench. Everyone puts their hands on their head.
And they're in disbelief, and for good reason, as Parker Mann has just been laying out huge hits. He's been everywhere this game.
False start. There's another angle of it.
He puts him on his back.
That's insane.
And you see he gets up and screams after.
So false start on the Chiefs.
Good ball. Illegal substitution.
Or illegal substitution, either way.
5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Rolling out right. And he'll get back to about where they were for that 2nd down before the penalty. And now it'll be 3rd and 7.
Play 6 and 7 for the Kickapoo Chiefs.
And this passing game has been very quiet for Kickapoo. Just Ben Johnson's only 3 for 7 for 10 yards. Has not been able to get anything going.
Handoff left side. He'll be dragged down short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th and 3. Now it's going to be interesting if they want to try the punt or not. So there's still a bunch of time for this Knicks offense to score. I think this drive we're definitely going to see an Adam McKnight deep ball at some point. I want to attempt for one because every time they gotten the ball, it's been running field position instead of passing field position. 4th and 4 here, they're going to go for it. And they got him to jump. And that's something we haven't seen all season. This Nixa defensive line, now they're going to hand him a first down. And I mean all season. I mean, like, Lebanon tried to get him to jump 20 times, and they didn't do it. And now the first try Kickapoo has, Caden Kelly, the senior defensive end, will jump. Steps back to pass again. Screen pass to the running back. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but he gets the first, though. And now this Kickapoo offense is starting to roll.
And after, we haven't seen a lot of great passes from Ben Johnson deep, and those are the passes you want to see to get him rolling, get this offense rolling and comfortable. Those are short dump-off passes with 5 yards maybe max, just to get him rolling, get him chemistry with his receivers this game, because nothing has been working so far.
Quarterback keeper goes nowhere. He's 2nd and 10. Another big hit for the Knicks defense. That time it was Jacob Grimm. And now it'll be 3rd and 8 for the Chiefs. And I think they're in 4-down territory now.
And something I want to see more from after halftime from the Kickapoo offense is more rushes for Nick Lapari. He only has 6, but he has 65 yards off of him. He's had a couple big ones. And Ben Johnson nearly has as many carries just keeping the ball, and he only has 7 yards. I just think they're going the wrong route with the way they want to run their offense, and I think it'll be much better if they give Lapari some work, let him get 20 rushes like Ribera does, and let him go to work.
Fakes the pass, pump fakes. Did he catch it? And he did. 1st down, Chiefs.
And there we see another short pass. The offense is starting to roll. It's kind of a off-balance pass, but it was good. Thrown into Tevin Christian. He was able to haul it in, and now Kickapoo all of a sudden in Nixa territory, threatening to score. You saw the pump fake. Able to fit it right in there. He did get his arms under.
Handoff right side. No, he threw it and it's almost picked off. Dangerous play there, but pocket was collapsing, and I think the handoff would have been the better option there. I think it was an RPO, just a really bad read.
Or right there, maybe you just take the sack. That was a scary pass. Anyone that's not already looking at the receivers downfield or the linemen that are focused on the running back, they're picking that off. Anyone that has better angles, so it's a scary pass.
We almost had a D lineman get it picked there. It's just a bad RPO read, I believe, and just no, that was Tobias Thompson in and out of his hands there. It was intended for Brody Wilson. Unable to connect there. Handoff right side. And he'll fight for about 3. It'll be 3rd and 7. The 22. There.
The short gain will be 7 for the Chiefs.
3rd and 7 here for the Kickapoo Chiefs as they are nearing the red zone for the first time today. Takes the handoff, rolls right. Gets the man he wants, lays down the shoulder, and Kickapoo will strike on the board for the first time today. Brody Wilson.
And that was a great throw, just right in there to Brody Wilson, in between Tobias Thompson and Randy Flint coming in. Ben Johnson just fit it right in there. He broke a tackle and then dove for the pylon. Great play from Kickapoo and put them on the board.
PAT's blocked by McCoy Sullivan. And now the score is at 34-6.
And he's been one of those all season. He's been flying off the edge every single PAT, and right there he gets one. And I don't know, in in high school, is the ball dead after you block a PAT?
It is.
I think we learned that last week whenever
Randy Flint had the interception.
Yeah. And right here, especially with Kickapoo getting the ball first next half, I think Nixa maybe tries to take a deep shot with McKnight and try to score right here, put them at 40, and try to diminish Kickapoo's hopes going into the second half.
So Nixa will get their hands on the ball with 1:39 remaining.
Back to receive for the Eagles. Keep on playing.
And I think,
Kick by number 2.
did they try an onside kick? I was looking at my stat sheet. They tried a little pooch. I don't know. Just a good return from Barron Johnson there.
With help from Nixa blockers pushing him along.
Expect a deep ball here from Nixa.
And McKnight has well over 100 yards because that jet touch pass inflated. Didn't really throw the ball there, just kind of gave it to him, but inflated his passing yards. But he's having a great game.
And
it's a
here
deep
it
ball.
is. Vincent will take it in. Touchdown, Eagles. Blown secondary and a beautiful ball from Adam McKnight. And Eagles striking one play, and I called it exactly what was going to happen.
And him and Vincent have gotten a touchdown every game for the last 3 games. And Vincent flexed to the camera to show this is our house. They're not going to let Kickapoo and steal this homecoming win from them. And like I said there, it kind of diminishes Kickapoo's hopes. I mean, 40 points in the first half, so hard. I mean, 30 points guaranteed, come back with 40 points. Nixa is just pouring it on, and they have no way of stopping.
Extra point is good. It'll be 41-6 now. And the Nixa offense is on pace for 82 points. Man. Don't you love it, Brady?
Yes, I do.
And we're going to bring you guys in the booth. I mean, with our camera here.
While I was growing up, maybe till it was just about 3 or 4 years ago, John Perry came in here. He changed the whole culture of this sport for Nixa. They used to not go to state, have losing records, get blown out by Webb City. Now they beat Webb City, and they're doing great now. And just John Perry, what he's brought here, I said it once and I'll say it again, the culture he's brought, he's making them a great football team for years to come with all the talent he has.
Welcome inside the booth here. 41-6 is the score. Man, like you mentioned, this Nixa football program under the direction of John Perry has just been in the right direction the moment he stepped into the helm, and he has led this Nixa Eagles team to what they are all right now. I mean, last year, Nixa was undefeated in conference play. They haven't lost a COC game dating all the way back to November of 2022. And
Crazy.
They are just absolutely dominant here as it's 1:28 remaining in this first half. 41-6 is the score. Here's the kick from Jonah Fields into the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
And a touchback for the Eagles. Chiefs will start on their own 20-yard line. First and 10. Kickapoo Chiefs.
.46 here. Kickapoo offense will take the field. Steps back to pass, pocket collapses, trying to get away, and he's swarmed up by the Nixa defensive line.
And that's been a theme for Kickapoo's offensive line. Their run blocking has been well, but this pass blocking has been non-existent. The Nixa D-line has just been all over it, and Kickapoo, every time he's made a pass, he's had to roll out and dart it in there, and especially on that touchdown. So this O-line's pass blocking has not been up to par this game.
41-6. Like I mentioned, as this clock continues to wind down, and if I'm Kickapoo, I just let this clock wind out, but they're going to run it to the right side where they have loved to go all day, and the clock will continue to wind.
Caden Flood came in there for the easy wrap-up. Like you said, Kickapoo not using any timeouts. Clock might just run out here.
And look at the student section, man. It's impressive for a Thursday night. And, of course, softball has games tonight. Volleyball has games tonight. So that's more people that's not included in the student section tonight.
Soccer played earlier.
Yeah, they did. They were in Leeson West, I believe. Left side, quarterback keeper. Oh, my gosh. A big hit, but that wasn't on the person holding the ball. A little bit of talking there between McCoy Sullivan and the person he's guarding. Sullivan hit a little bit of a point at the scoreboard.
Yeah, and he's being brought back in now.
And I don't know what's going on here. Oh, it's 4th one. I forgot. So they're going to bring the punt team. Imagine in the first half we just take one to the house. Wouldn't count it out, though, especially with Kevon Flint back there to receive.
Yeah.
4th and 1 here. 5 seconds left in this first half. Snap, the punt. Be right to Flint. He's going to let it drop, though. And they'll kill it at the 42-yard line. So that will send us to half. Nixa 41, Kickapoo 6. Kickapoo to receive the ball at halftime. You're going to hear from DK Nelson on the sideline with head coach John Perry. We'll see you guys before the second half.
here with Coach Perry of the Nixa Eagles. Coach, this is your guys' first matchup since 2013 in which you lost in the playoff game. Do you feel like this is a little bit of a comeback?
Well, I don't know. I wasn't here in 2013. That was a long time ago. I'm just proud that we're winning in 2024.
Yes, sir. What should you guys expect to hear out of the locker room?
Well, I'm hoping that we're going to just come out and play as hard as we played in the first half and maybe cut out a couple of mistakes, because we obviously had a couple of mistakes. We blew a coverage right there at the end. We had a turnover earlier on that we normally don't have, so we're going to try to clean that up and come out and finish this thing off.
Thank you and good luck in the second half.
And now Nixa High School to present the 2024 Nixa Support. The band is under the direction of Craig Finger. It's assisted by band directors Michael Bradford, Eric O'Brien, Tim Patterson, and Trevor Spade. Color guard direction is provided by John Sullivan. Additional support is provided by Avery Burton, Jaden Polson, and Lucas Freeman. Thomas McFarland, Kevin Neely, Chuck Neely, Anita Newland, Sam Record, Allison Rose, Susie Stuza, Liam Wilson, and the Nixa Band Boosters. Tonight, the Crimson Corps performs the opening portion of the 2024 competition show titled One Dark Night, Stories in the Sky. The show encourages us to take a moment from our busy lives, look up, and observe all of the stories that are around us. Last week, Nixa performed at the Ozark competition, earning second place in their class and second overall out of 20 schools in attendance. Absolutely. It's awesome. No rest for the weary, because this Saturday the band will compete at the Missouri State University's Ozark Oral Competition, performing at 4:30 p.m. at Plaster Sports Complex. Ladies and gentlemen, Nixa High School is proud to present drum majors Maddie Janucki, Kinsey Gifford, Sarah Janish, Dalton Jones, Duncan O'Brien, and the 2024 Nixa Crimson Corps performing One Dark Night. Gives me chills right on here. The band would like to thank Legacy Trucking for their continued support for the band program. If you're interested in learning more about the band program, including how to be part of the band boosters, please visit nixabands.net. You can also follow the band program on social media at Nixa Band. Good job, guys. Good luck this weekend at Ozark Donuts. It's a big contest there at Missouri State Pasture Sports Complex. Hey, if you want to get out and see some good music, see some really cool things, make sure you go and watch one of those band contests. We got a Crimson Core. Hey, coming up, the dance team, and then the bowling team. Introduce some of these guys and congratulate them. Coming up, this is Eagle Football 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, help me make welcome to the 50-yard line, the Nixa High School Dance Team. We'd like to introduce the band, the dance team, Captain Grace Clark, Spirit Captain Ava Weaver, Co-Captain Maddie Canucci, Co-Captain Hannah Shores, Warren Ahern, McKenna Capon, Grace Diller, Maggie Flynn, Gabriella Anton Gifford, Tessa Kepley, Ella Lindsay, Scarlett Blair, Elena Rogers, Sophia Savage, and Whitney Welch. Seriously, and Caleb, what a great job we have done to grow that program and you so much, ladies. High school dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, on May 4th, 2024, the Nixa bowling team traveled to Aaron's Family Fun Center in Belton, Missouri. They've gone 19 of the best bowling teams from around the state. Nixa qualified for state by finishing second in the Springfield zone. State bowling competition this year consists of 20 teams. They bowled in 10 games against 10 different teams before lunch. After break, Nixa was sitting in 7th place. After lunch, he made a run that saw him go all the way to first place before he ventured, settling for 3rd place during the qualifying portion of the competition. The top 5 teams made the championship step ladder. The Nixa was now the 3rd seed in the first round bye. Led by seniors, after 24, Jake Camacho, Edward Cherry, and Brandon Sanders, the Eagles took down East Summit with a score of 237 to 165. In the next match, salute. It gets better. In the next match, Nixa faced the number 2 seed, Bill, who came away with another win of 226 to 221 to move into the championship match. This match was best 2 of 3 against the number 1 seeded Lee Summit West. Nixa won the first game 268 to 232 to take a 1-0 lead. The second match was a heartbreaker defeat 203 to 213. That sent them to game number 3 in the final round. In a complete win, Nixa defeated Lee Summit West 225 to 198 to bring home their 4th state championship. Absolutely! By winning that championship, By winning that championship, Nixa bowlers were awarded a total of $4,200 in scholarship money. The Eagles were also awarded a trophy for the highest 3-game series average for that tournament. Chloe Duffy was named to be the female all-star team and was awarded another $500 in scholarship money. Give her a hand. Today, we are recognizing Jake Camacho, Trayton Cherry, Jacob Clark, Chloe Duffy, Addison Harvey, Travis Hoskinson, Brady Sanders, and coaches David Evans and the 2018 Nixa graduate coach Jenna Evans by presenting them with state championship rings. Congratulations to the 2024 Missouri State High School Bowling Champions, your Nixa Eagles. They will present the team with their state championship rings and the coaches from 2011 and 2012 and 2013 state championship teams, Larry Hughes and David Cole. Congratulations, guys and gals. That is awesome. And I tell you what, folks, it doesn't matter if it's bowling, football, baseball, basketball, tennis. We produce winners. That's all you can say. Congratulations to the bowling team. Gentlemen, every week we have about 10,000 spectators. As you'll see the camera guys scattered around. It's the Smile Cam, brought to you by Austin Orthodontics. So if you see the smile, make sure you smile. And what would a football game can't be without the Simba Cam? You got those babies. Hold those babies in the air. It's the Simba Cam. And thank you to the Nixa Live broadcast crew. Their leader, Jordan Burns. Great job, kids. I tell you what, if you've never been able to watch online, please make sure that you do that. Record it, go back and watch it. They do a fantastic job. Instant replays, close-up action. I guarantee you sometimes it's a better view than making and being at the games. The Nixa Live broadcast crew.
Nixa Dirty Birds. It's a Thursday night, it could be a Tuesday night, it could be a Sunday night. But Friday nights they show out and every other night they do too. Nixa leads 41-6 after a great first half offensively, and they got a little bit of a defensive scrimmage at the end of that first half where they let a touchdown go, but it's going to be good. I mean, they're leading 41-6, and it's going to be a great game. Kickapoo will continue to hopefully score, but it's just not been that way this game. But here's the kick from Jonah Field to start the second half as Kickapoo will receive the ball to start this one, and it lands in the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So now the Nixa defense will take the field once again after a dominant first half. Like I mentioned, they did give up one touchdown near the end of the first half, but they've been pretty perfect other than that.
Yeah, and on the other team, the Kickapoo Chiefs, have been pretty imperfect. They have not been moving the ball well. They had a great touchdown at the end, though. That's got to get them rolling. But other than that, they've not been moving the ball well. I think some of the play calling has been bad, especially the passing game. They've passed a lot, which has not been working. I think they need to start focusing on Nick Lapari in this run game to get them moving.
That one doesn't go anywhere, and it'll be 2nd and 9.
He's brought down by Eagle. Number 92. And he's coming down the line to get the deep three.
Roll out right. Doesn't get anywhere. It'll be 3rd and 10.
And I touched on it a bit in the first half, but their quarterback, Ben Johnson, he's ran the ball a lot this game. He has 7 carries for 20 yards, which whenever you run with your quarterback, you want them to, in the scramble drill most of the time, or you expect them to get more yards because it's not expected. But Ben Johnson seems like he's getting lit up and just not getting the yards that make up for how many times he's getting hit.
3rd and 9, he'll drop back looking to pass. Another screen pass that goes nowhere, and now it'll be 4th and 10.
So right there, the right idea, 4th and 10. Want to get your blockers out front and try to get an easy play for your running back to pick up, but just couldn't execute it there. An errant pass for Ben Johnson. They'll have to send out the punt team now.
Now Kevon Flint back to return, which I think I've said a lot today. And Andrew Bartell's back to kick, and we're kind of questioning why we haven't seen him in the wide receiving game, as he is the team's leading wide receiver.
He's an all-year captain, you see on his jersey, but he was one of my impact players I spoke about. He was leading your team receptions and yards and 1 touchdown. I was expecting him to be big in this game, but just have not seen a lot from him.
High kick, Flint will take it. He'll go right, and he has room, but someone sneaks up from behind and takes him down before he can hit the hole in time. So now Nixa will take over, but they got really good field position.
He makes his way down. He's brought down to the 21 for the Chiefs.
So here comes the offense for Nixa. Starter still out there. Kevon Flint closest to you. And then Wyatt thinks it out right. And also Wayne Meltevargo playing in the slot here too with Baron Johnson. Flint motions. Screen pass to Flint. A play they tried to run earlier in the game, but they couldn't. He breaks away from the tackle. Breaks one more, still on his feet, but he'll be out short of the end zone.
Pass out in the flat.
But he'll be down to 1. And someone on Kickapoo slow to get up.
Is complete. Kevon squeezed his way down.
But Flint is gotten out to 4.
It will be on the 40-yard
Slow to get up. That was Trent Garton.
Garten.
Hope he's okay. He looks fine. He's walking it off.
Motion Flint. Handoff for Burrow at the middle. He'll walk in. Touchdown Eagles. 47-6. And Nixa is so dominant. And someone for Nixa is slow to get up. I believe it's Hunter Jensen.
Yeah, you saw him get hurt earlier this game. He's a big part of this Nixa line.
And that would be a big loss for the Nixa offensive line, as the extra point is good and make it 48-6. He's going to see our 2 great trainers, Nate and Nico, 2 of the best in the business. Man, they do a great job there in the athletic training department. But hope Hunter Jensen is okay. So he's going to get taken a look at the tape. There's another opportunity where we're going to throw the QR code up to support Nixa Live. If you'd like to donate in any way, money, product, on our Amazon wish list, to support those guys in the truck. And it would mean a lot to us, as we will really trying to improve anything we can to help you guys at home have a better experience. And you guys have done a really great job this year, giving us lots and lots of stuff. Total over 30 donations, batteries, SD cards, announcer headsets. You guys have given us really, really great stuff, and we really appreciate it. So scan that QR code if you want to give anything to support us. And here we are up in the booth. Me, Brady Richter. You got Ryan Swanson doing stats, Nixa graduate. We really appreciate it. And that will be down at the 1 yard line. He'll go right, and he'll be forced out at the 21 yard line. And now Nixa defense will take the field.
Braden Parks. And the Chiefs take the ball. First and 10.
And the Chiefs' offense has just, it's kind of been non-existent this game. They took down Webb City in a great offensive performance, put up a lot of points, but that points per game, it showed. I mean, Nixa matched that in the first half with ease. So I think it just, the skill gap between these two teams just so big. And so Kickapoo was already at a deficit before the game already started.
Two motion back, under center for the first time today, I think. Pitches it back, and oh, that was a bad pitch, and he'll be taken down in the backfield by Tobias Thompson. He was the lead tackling there, and they let him know what they just did, and man, that was just a bad play from start to finish.
I think there's some miscommunication in the backfield. Yeah, the fullback and
that was a great catch there to be able to keep it.
Fullback and quarterback run into each other. He's trying to pitch it back, just kind of goes in the air. Break for Kickapoo, not allowing another turnover. They've allowed so many this game.
Sets back to pass. Pockets collapsing, and he'll be, nope, not a sack. I really want to say it. That close. Man.
I think the sack is going to come later this game. This offensive line has not been blocking well for poor Ben Johnson. He's been trying everything, scramble away and get any yards he can, but he just doesn't have enough time to read the defense. And it's just, no one can succeed when they don't have any time at quarterback.
48-6 now. Handoff right side. And 3rd and 15. That's not the play you'd expect to run there.
I think they're just kind of submitting and seeing how many yards they could get without committing a turnover.
They will be forced to punt now. Martell back to punt once again. That's a great shot there. Field camera. Punt will roll. Oh, almost touches Tobias Thompson, but doesn't. That was, yes, it was. So now we're going to head down to our silent reporter, DK Nelson, with this turbo clock.
DK Nelson reporting live from Nixa Stadium. The Nixa Eagles are up 48-6 in the third quarter. The Nixa Eagles are looking to go home with their 6th straight win of this season. Thank you, and back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, DK, for that silent report. 58-6, 5 minutes remaining in this third quarter as the clock will continue to run no matter what with the turbo clock rules. Maddox Gibson and the JV team is in. Hand off to Cade Shaw left side. He'll get 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Man, that's probably the earliest
the JVs came in this season.
Yeah, I know. Hey, we might reach your 63-point mark that you
might get above it as well if they keep pouring it on.
Gibson will step back, hand it off to Shaw. Shaw will go up the middle. He has a hole. He'll be 2 yards short. And like I mentioned, I mean, this offensive line is the JV team. This running back is JV team. And we still have a while to go. Well, you have the Nixa COC still has to put up with Nixa football for a while. As this offensive line looks really good. So does Cade Shaw. I mean, man, this Nixa running backs just continue to be breeded through this high school.
And the offensive line is really quarterback obviously is one of the most important positions on offense, but the offensive line has to be one of the most important positions on offense as well. I mean, they kind of make everything happen. The quarterback can't operate if there's not a good offensive line. The whole offense can't operate. So having a great offensive line is, I think, what carries the Eagles and makes them such a great team.
So clock will continue to wind down.
Kickapoo's 35-yard line.
Handoff up the middle. Shaw gets about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 now for the Nixa Eagles. This is going to be the quickest second half ever. Owen Locke, junior wide receiver. He's going to be a really big threat in the wide receiving core next year. He can run routes pretty well, and he's got good hands.
Yeah, and he's going to step into that wide receiver 1 role that it's kind of split this year with Kevon Flint and Wyatt Vincent. They both getting the same amount of targets, it seems, but it's going to be Owen Locke next year and Carter Mabe and these other juniors and sophomores this year that step up and take the roles as the wide receivers.
Yeah, this 2025 senior class, though, man, this is going to be a big hit to this football team.
But good thing that offensive line will stay healthy for not stay healthy, but stay with the team next year, as most of them are juniors.
Other than Oakley White. Oakley White's the only graduating offensive lineman, I believe. Oh, Jacob Lyle, too. That's going to be a big loss.
But the big one, Cantwell on the edge. He'll stay. We got Hunter Jensen still. Hayden Mays.
Handoff left side. He'll get the first down. So we're waiting to see Gibson step back. And now into play a little bit of running back. It's going to be Carter Mabe, it looks like. No, wide receiver, excuse me. Matthew Mazer will come out. Brady Retone, closest to you. You guys hear his voice a lot.
Yeah. Basketball.
Yep. Play-by-play commentator for basketball. It's his 3rd season with that. Gibson hands it off to Shaw again, and Shaw's trucking along. We've got 2 yards short of the line of gain. He's 2nd and 8. Excuse me, 2nd and 2.
And even Nixa trying to run the clock down and play conservative football. It still can't be stopped. Kickapoo, just the run defense has not been there today against offense and JV.
Nice one, Brady. Nice one. Flag is thrown.
False start on the offense.
False start on offense. What a great second half, huh? Shaw up the middle. That was 3rd down, wasn't it? Or no, 2nd. 3rd and 5. I want to see Gibson sling it.
Yeah, Gibson's been great passing this year.
And that will wind us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. And now we're going to take a look at our crew for tonight. The guys making everything happen in the truck and everything else with the cameras on the field, wide shot, tight shot. Teacher Jordan Burns, Director Dalton Herring. Play-by-play announcer is me, Aiden Hopkins, Brady Richard. You've heard him on color. And now we're going to look at wide shot. That is going to be Cooper Levan. James Falkenberry, the tight shot, there's a look in the truck. Wireless cam A is Henley Dugan. Wireless cam B, Keith Sanchez. That's Keith Sanchez right there. There's Henley Dugan. Zoe Ward, wireless cam C. You also heard from her on the sideline. Graphic specialist is Eli Ziga. He's the man flipping the graphic right now. James Dernberger, replay operator, with Evan Perez, replay assistant. That should be flopped. Evan is the replay guy, and James is the replay assistant. But hey, it goes around. And hey, DK Nelson, you've heard from sideline, the man making the lights flicker and the video board, doing all that stuff. That's Nolan Devine, and what a great crew we have. There's a look in the truck. And yeah, we really appreciate it here. It's me, Aiden Hopkins, Brady Richard. Ryan Swanson over here, you can't see him. He's taking stats for us. And with that, I'm going to pass play-by-play on to Brady Richard for this fourth quarter.
All right, thank you, Aiden.
Don't miss your first touchdown call like you did last time you had play-by-play.
Yeah, I was focusing on another play. Jet sweep left side, break a couple tackles, truck forward for maybe 2 yards, and he'll gain the first down for the Eagles.
Great job there by Owen Locke, though, to fight through that, get an extra yard to get that first, and keep this drive going. Owen Locke, like we're just talking about, is definitely the future of Nixa football, wide receiving core-wise, and he's got speed and can run the routes, and there's the extra yardage right there to get that first down for Nixa and get him deeper in the red zone.
As Gibson hands it up the middle to Cade Shaw. Cade Shaw will be stopped in his tracks, gained about 2 yards. But this Nixa offense, I mean, their JV, even Kickapoo can't stop them. So it's just this offense is, or the Kickapoo defense just has not had a great game.
I don't know what's going on. I think that was a glitch. Didn't do that.
But yeah, this Kickapoo defense just has not had an answer for Nixa, varsity or JV. In motion, handoff to Shaw on the left side. Shaw get a gain about 5. He was brought down by Braden Del Sylvester. Spoke pregame. He has the most tackles on the team. He's been a great defensive player for Kickapoo, but we haven't heard his name a lot tonight, have we, Aiden?
No, we have not.
Think maybe Nixa schemed, get him out the game, stop one of their best players.
Yeah, I haven't heard much of him. I heard a little bit of him earlier, but then just took him out of the game, like you mentioned, probably. You see
Flags fly in. As Shaw was wrapped up almost immediately. Seen a lot of flags tonight thrown on the field. Looks like it'll be on Nixa. They'll push him back.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat third down.
Make that 3rd and 13 for the Eagles offense. Now 3rd and long. Expecting to see Maddox Gibson get his first pass from the Nines. We look into the Nixa Dirty Birds. Having fun, especially this year. Blowing out every team. It's been a great season for Nixa football.
3rd and 8.
Gibson, play action, fires it over the middle and just behind the receiver.
Are we really doing the incomplete sign when you're down 48-6, turbo clock? Really? Sorry, I said 3rd. That was my bad. I'm just so used to doing it. Yeah.
There was Brady Retone there on the route, just a bit behind him on the pass to Maddox Gibson. Nixa will leave their offense on the field.
Students, don't forget, it's time to call your ride.
See what Nixa will pull out of their bag of tricks on 4th and 8. Throw a fade route to the corner of the end zone.
Dropped it.
Dropped. Far pylon. He was open. Just through the fingertips of
That's a beautiful ball from
Matthew
Max Gibson.
Meisner, yeah, great throw. Back pylon. Was broken up in the back of the end zone. Great play by the defense as well. I want to hold on to that one for Meisner. See the Chiefs offense
On their own 15-yard line.
go on the field. Offense has been quiet today, only 6 points on the scoreboard. Their own 15. Will take the snap. Roll out right, looking for anyone. Lasers a
Did
pass.
he catch that?
Pass for number 13, Ben Johnson.
I thought the guy on that.
Ball was tipped and it still went right to him.
Second down and 10 for the Chiefs.
The tip.
Last play was broken up at number 21. Jaden Russell.
It's broken up by Jaden Russell. Got the tip, still went to the receiver, just couldn't haul it in. Now Johnson will take the snap, look left, and be thrown down by the Nixa defensive line.
Pass rush. Batted down by number 70, Caden Flood.
Caden Flood bats it down. Ben Johnson looked right for his running back, and no one's guarding his running back. I think you just make that first pass and save the time, especially the defense knows that that's over there already.
Yeah. And this Nixa student section is still staying strong. Kickapoo not so much, but look for a deep ball.
Johnson will look for the curl. That one's worthy. He breaks a couple tackles. He'll push forward just below the 35-yard line over the 34. Or excuse me, Taven Christian on the reception. We had Chiefs first down. As the clock keeps winding down, looking to get some rhythm in their offense to build on something good going out of this game. Drops back, looking downfield, pump fakes. Tries to throw a go route way out of bounds towards the sideline. Threw into. It's been a theme for him today. He throws into double coverage. It has not worked out well for him. That one overthrown near the sideline.
Yeah. Now I'm going to post the player of the game.
Roughing the passer.
Oh.
Roughing the passer called on Nixa.
Did we get a replay of that by chance? I don't know.
And now the Kickapoo almost in Nixa territory. They'll send Christian in motion. We'll throw it back over to him on the screen. He'll be stopped almost immediately by the Nixa defense. He'll go along for maybe 4 yards, just past the 50-yard line. 5 yards on the reception. Braden Parks credited with the tackle.
Now's your chance to vote for the Nixa Eagles player of the game. Jacob Grimm, Parker Mann, Adam McKnight, and Kevon Flint are the choices for this week. Aiden Hopkins _ AIDEN HLPKINS _ on X to vote for the player of the game. That person, whoever wins that, will be talked to by our silent reporter after the game on the field. Yeah, keep that graphic up for a little bit as we have to go vote. So many great options tonight, but definitely going to be interesting who wins this one.
Yeah, especially with so many players contributing to the points scored and the 6 points allowed. It's just been such a great game on both sides of the ball for Nixa. Johnson, pump fake again, steps forward in the pocket. He'll use his legs to go out right, slips a couple tackles up near the first down.
Needs to be a little
They're
short.
going to call him a bit short, yeah.
Once again, AIDENHOPKINS to vote for the player of the game. Like Jacob Green, a fumble recovery. Parker Mann has had some big hits and interception. And Adam McKnight, he's done really well passing. And then, of course, you got Keon Flynn, who had that jet sweep that went about 90 yards. 80 yards, excuse me. And yeah, and we're also going to do the top 2 players are going to get interviewed. So make sure to vote.
There's a great run. Right side gains a first down and more.
Ball goes to number 27, Morgan Nichols. He's running out number 33 for the Eagles. Jared Davis. That's good enough for a first down for the Kickapoo Chiefs.
He said McKnight, I think this may be his best game of his career so far at Nixa. 260 yards passing. And with the deep balls, he's been playing well. As Johnson will get another carry up, gain about 6 yards.
Quarterback keeper number 13, Ben Johnson for the Kickapoo Chiefs. Wrapped up by Eagles.
Excuse me, 4 yards. 2nd and 6 now
Hey, don't forget kids.
for the Chiefs.
All your parents for the ride. 3 minutes left in the game. We'll make sure.
2nd and 6. I'm so sorry. It's muscle memory at this point.
It's okay, man. Johnson motions, running back behind him. And he will hand it off. Or no, keep it. And he is almost wrapped up in the backfield. Ben Johnson right, throw it away. Almost your moment, Aiden.
No.
Almost wrapped him up, but he got away.
Why do they do this to me? I'm still getting no votes. Come on, guys. Usually that like 15 votes at this point. AIDENHOPKINS. People probably turn the game off. It's bedtime for some people. Yes. Thursday night. I keep forgetting it's a Thursday. It feels like a Friday. Because of course football and pep rally today and all that. All the antics.
Clark just hit 2 minutes. Johnson will do a curl route across the middle, and he'll be dragged down, suplex to the middle, and he gets a little shove from Kickapoo after.
Pass is complete to number 5, Jason Hill.
That was a big tackle by Nixa defense. Spun him around, threw him around his shoulder.
Dane Prost with a shove there. I guess he's a little upset. They're down 32 right now. 42 right now. Getting a little embarrassed on this Thursday night primetime game for CUC because there's no other games to watch, and he's a little upset about that tackle.
He'll take the snap, drop back. He's looking for the end zone. He's up and
out of bounds.
Out of bounds, they call it. He thought he was in. Dane Prost.
Out of bounds for the Kickapoo Chiefs. 2nd and 10 on the Eagles' 20-yard line.
So close to a touchdown there for Dane Prost. Just couldn't get the feet down. Johnson rolling out right. Throws to the wide open receiver. He'll go down the sideline over by the pylon. Touchdown, Kickapoo. Put it on the wrong team. Score 48-12 now. Kickapoo cuts into the lead, but too little, too late, they say.
Just don't think. It's at least a bad taste in my mouth trying to score when the game's obviously over and everyone's trying to leave. But hey, whatever makes you feel good about yourself, scoring on JV defenses.
But those are the play calls they've been missing all game. Those short dump-off passes, you scheme your wide receiver open, you get them, and just haven't seen them all game, and that's what puts them behind.
Now we're going to go down to Zoe Ward, our silent reporter.
I'm Zoe Ward here at Eagle Stadium. We are up by 36. We are doing amazing. There's been lots of great throws, and I think we have the win tonight. Back to y'all in the booth.
Thank you, Zoe, on the sideline. Her and DK have been giving us good stuff all night. Here's a look in the truck. Are working hard, making sure they make the best stream for you. 33 seconds remaining. Nixa will receive the kickoff. And this game looks to be over. Look at the stats today, the game comparisons. Looks like they're flipped, but that'll be Nixa on the left. They've got 261 passing yards, 133 rushing yards. McKnight's had a great game. A pooch kick to the left side. He returned, moving it up near 45, 46 yard line. And I think it'll be victory formation for the Eagles. They'll be walking out of this one with a W.
That they will. Well, offense is going to take the field one last time.
Clock is winding down.
Now, I don't know what's going on. I think Perry thought the clock was stopped. Anyways, that will do for this one. You're going to see the highlight reel for this game. Nixa Eagles knock off the Kickapoo Chiefs 48-13. You're here from our sideline reporters with two players of the game. People you voted for. Parker Man, oh no. Oh no. We have a tie between every single one of these players.
I'll pick it. Adam McKnight.
Adam McKnight and Parker Man. You'll hear from them with our sideline reporter. 48-13 is the final score. For our producer, Jordan Burns, director, Dalton Herring, I'm Aiden Thompson, and my partner, Brady Richard. Have a great night, everybody. They're going to go deep. Did he catch it? He did. Rolls out right. Keeps it. He'll get to first, but he's hit hard. Helmet flies.
Gotta be more disciplined.
Handoff for Burra, but actually McKnight kept it. Fooled us all. It took the whole touchdown. Looks out right, trying to pass. Going deep. Oh no. Bad snap, and it's in the end zone now. Touchdown, Eagles! My goodness! Parker. Takes the handoff, rolls right. Gets the man he wants. Lays down the shoulder. PAT's blocked by McCoy Sullivan.
Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, as we wish you farewell and goodbye, don't forget, Nixa will play Waynesville at Waynesville. Meet the Tigers on the 18th, the backyard brawl. You don't want to miss that. It's the everlasting rival, team to the east. Those are Tigers. October the 18th here at Nixa High School. Folks, have a good night. Be safe. Kids, have a good time tomorrow night at homecoming. God bless. See you next time.
I'm here with Defensive Player of the Game and Homecoming King, Parker Mann. Parker, this is the second game you've been deemed Player of the Game. How does that feel?
It feels amazing, man. You know, I just work hard every day at practice. You know, we have a good game plan going in. It's not really me, you know, everyone doing their job on the defense that allows me to make plays.
And with everyone doing their job, how do you feel that this defense has grown throughout this season?
We've gotten so much better, man. We've started off good and just worked it way up, man. We're probably one of the best teams.
Thank you for the rest of the season. We're gonna.
I'm here with Adam McKnight, and you did really good this game. What was your mentality throughout the entire game?
We want to come out strong and come out prepared, and we were strong and prepared, and it really paid off.
Thank you.
Don't get nervous, call Air Services today.
Don't fumble when it comes to your home's comfort. Our Air Services team is on the ball with all your HVAC, plumbing, and electrical needs. With over 60 years of expertise, we offer fast, same-day service, top quality products, and 100% satisfaction guarantee. Home issues shouldn't sideline your day. Get in touch with us today and score your peace of mind.
Don't get nervous, call Air Services today.